People say that the Galaxy S10 is the last truly great phone that they made. Really? Before they started removing features and becoming worse than Apple. Oh no. People love this phone and they swear it was peak Samsung. But was it really? Does it really matter what features they started removing? And just for fun, I tried turning this into a modern phone by hacking it. I re-encoded the MD5 hash and triangulated the spectrum of the OC3 optical line. I just made that up. I put One UI 7 on it with Android 15 and I regretted it. Let's dive into this mess. 2019, the pre-pandemic year when life wasn't moving at 100 miles an hour. It was a completely different timeline, but it also happens to be the year when Samsung presumably made their last good phone. What happened? Well, first, I need to acquire the phone. After about 4 seconds of searching, I found this Galaxy S10 Prism Black. Bro, it's just black for £155. I checked the store on Maps and I found that it only had a 3.7 star rating. But why? Stood waiting to be served, one assistant with customer in front of me, other assistants standing chatting. After several minutes, assistant walks over to the counter, ignoring me, and serves a chap that just walked in. Well, let's go there anyway. And here it is. Oh, ice cream truck, yummy. Anyway, this couple was not happy. And I kid you not, when I walk into the shop, they just stood there staring at me in disgust, as if I stole their baby or something. This is why I hate recording in public. The store was fine, but then I noticed that the TV was dented pretty badly, which is what I imagine my face would have looked like if I kept recording that couple. I stood in line for like a good 46 seconds before I was even acknowledged, but it's fine because I picked up the phone. And just look how many phones they have that I could review. I'm looking at you, iPhone 11. Overall, a pretty stressful experience. Anyway, what is the deal with this phone? What a mess. What the hell? Anyway, here's the phone and the 1 billionth cable to go in my drawer, never to be used again. First of all, let's get rid of this stupid sticker. Okay, I understand. It's light. There's a headphone jack. And here's something you don't see very often. There's no camera bump. This thing is basically completely flat. Oh, and also the camera is positioned in the corner, whereas my main phone or any other phone has a camera in the middle. I wonder why they changed that. You pick it up and straight away you get this nice cozy feeling. It's like it was made for my hands. I can see why people want the mini phones to return because look at this. The 6.8 inch feels like a whole workout. When this phone came out, they did not hold back. They gave us everything. The headphone jack, the micro SD, variable aperture, heart rate monitor, a thin, beautiful design. What else could you ask for? But then something awful happened. Samsung started to remove features from their phones, and I'll tell you the big three. First, they removed the headphone jack next year from the S20. 2. They removed the micro SD card from the S21. And 3. They removed the Bluetooth functionality from the S Pen on the S25 Ultra. Samsung had reasons like better user experience, a bigger battery, but most importantly, they like money. Who doesn't like money?
I like money!
But this is corporate greed, and they started to become more like Apple. Anti-consumer tactics. Each year, charging you more and giving you less. But this got me thinking, does it really matter? And before you say like, oh, at least we had a choice if we wanted to use those features or not, yes, but we have alternatives now like cloud storage or Bluetooth. And I'm not defending Samsung, I'm just saying, what's done is done. They're not gonna go back and give us those features. They like
money!
This might just be my experience, but when I used this phone for a couple of days, I didn't care about the headphone jack, because the only time that I used wired headphones was when I was editing videos on my setup. Otherwise, I much prefer to use wireless headphones. I didn't care about the micro SD card because all my photos are on Google Photos and I get like 200 gigs for £2, and I know for a fact that they're not going to be corrupted. I didn't care about the